Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We will explain about theme, frame, and thematic progression. I am as the first presenter. My name is Siti Puput Hermawati. Will explain about the definition. The first definition of theme. Theme is the element that serves as the point of departure of the message. It is that which locates and orients the clause within its context. On the other hand, the remainder of the message, the part in which the theme is developed, is called in preschool terminology the Rheme. Theme is, broadly speaking, what the clause is going to be about. Theme represents this is what I'm talking about, and Rheme is what I'm saying about it. According to Halliday in 1985, language contains three major functions. These functions are the ideational function. This function indicates a strategy to express our experience of the world. And the second one, the interpersonal function. This function refers to a strategy to establish and maintain social relationship. And the last, the textual function. This function refers to a strategy to create texture and to make language operationally relevant. As a linguistic unit, the clause can be analyzed according to the ideational, interpersonal, and textual meaning. And thematic progression contributes to cohesive development of any text. The distribution of given and new information of which needs to follow certain patterns. That's all from me. The next presenter is Neli Saadatudarain. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Neli Saadatudarain as the second presenter. So I will mention one of the types of themes. Types of theme. The theme can be divided into a number of categories: ideational, textual, and interpersonal. Ideational. The ideational or topical theme is usually but not always the first nominal group in the clause. Topical themes may also be nominal group complexes, adverbial groups, prepositional phrases, or embedded clauses. In the unmarked case, the topical theme is also the subject. A topical theme which is not the subject is called a marked topical theme. Here are some of examples of unmarked topical themes and marked topical themes. Unmarked topical themes. First, nominal group as theme. For example, Jack as a theme went up the hill as a rain. Second, nominal group complex as theme. For example, Jack and Jill as a theme went up the hill as a rain. Third, embedded clause. For example, what Jack and Jill did as a theme was go up the hill as a rain. Marked topical themes. First, adverbial as theme. For example, down as a theme, Jack fell as rain. Second, prepositional phrase as theme. For example, up the hill as a theme, Jack and Jill went as a rain. And the last, complement as theme. For example, his crown as a theme, he broke as a rain.
Okay, I can explain about textual themes. Textual themes relate the clause to its context. They can be continuatives and conjunctive adjunct and conjunctions. For the example, the procedure was simple but nevertheless was very effective. But is conjunction and nevertheless is conjunctive adjunct. Definition of conjunctions. Conjunctions tend to provide textual themes within a clause complex and are called structural themes. And definition of conjunctive adjuncts. Conjunctive adjuncts tend to, but don't always, join text outside of a clause complex. They tend to have more of a text organizing function. And the last definition of continuatives. Continuatives are a small set of items which, if they are there, are always at the beginning of the clause and signal that a new more is beginning. For example, well, right, okay, now, anyway, of course. And for example, well, on the other hand, we could. White. Okay. And the next, interpersonal themes. Interpersonal elements occurring before the topical theme are also thematic. They may be modal adjunct, vocatives, finite, or while elements. Number one, modal adjuncts. For example, perhaps we can wait until next week. And number two, vocative. Vocatives, name or nickname used to address someone, are only thematic if they occur before the topical theme. A finite verb or a modal adjunct. For example, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Dante Rahdian Maulana, and we move on to clause as a theme in a clause complex. First one is thematic equative. These occur in certain identifying clauses where the theme and rhyme are equated with each other. They almost always involve nominalization. For example, what we wanted to do was wait until next week. And then you have predicated themes. These are taken from it plus be. It was the lecturers who made the decision. It was suggested that they wait. And then you have theme and mood. Theme in interrogative. Did you decided to wait? In the case of WH interrogative, the WH element alone is thematic. And then theme in imperative. There are two ways of treating theme in imperative clauses. The first one is either as rhyme only, write your name in the upper right hand corner, or treat the process as theme, write your name in the upper right hand corner. Then you have theme in exclamative. This consists of WH element plus either a nominal group or an adverbial group. For example, what a beautiful day it is, and how divinely he dances. Last one, you have theme components. The textual, continuative, such as well, okay, etc. Structural, conjunction or WH relative, and conjunctive or adjunct. Interpersonal, we can say modal or adjunct, finite, and WH interrogative. Ideational, topical or subject, complement, or circumstantial adjunct. Note, WH relative and interrogative are also topical elements. Thank you very much, and move on to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Risya Rismaya from class A. My student's number is 192122029. I'm as the fifth presenter. I will explain about the theme and the text. Another extension of the principle of theme is to the topic sentence of a paragraph. We could look at the topic sentence as the theme of the paragraph, or we could extend it further by regarding the introductory paragraph of an expository essay as the theme for the rest of an essay. What we find here is the same pattern repeated on different clauses, but the proportional relationship hold theme as clause equal topic sentence as paragraph equal introduction as essay. Theme and the text development. Here are the example. This is the answer from the question: are the government necessary in a country? And the answer is, I think government are necessary because if there weren't any there, wouldn't any law and people will be killing each other. So I think I as team, think as Rheme, government as team are necessary as Rheme because if a structural, because if also as textual, they're topical, because if they're as theme and weren't any as Rheme. There wouldn't any law, there as theme wouldn't any law as Rheme, and as structural, people topical, and as textual, so and people as theme and would be killing each other as Rheme. Another important aspect of how text develop is through the interaction of theme and new information. Information can either be picked up as theme or it can be accumulated as new information. This is illustrated with a short text. The example is taken from a song, Finishing Touch by Warren Zevon. The first is, I'm getting tired of you. Second, you are getting tired of me. And the last is, it is the final act of our little tragedy. In this text, participants are introduced in the first line, the singer as theme and the addresses as new information. In the second line, the positions are reversed, the addresses as theme and the singer as new information. The final line summarizes all information in the previous two lines as it presents this as theme. Then, using a relational identifying process, adds new information which also summarizes the previous text using hours as possessive predicate to include the participant, and final ache and little tragedy in a nominalized form to reformulate all the previous information as new information. And that's all from me, and the next presenter will be explained, and the next material will be explained by Rifa. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Rifa Saadah. I will explain about thematic progression. Thematic progression is important in coherence to be considered as good text. So, it needs the element of thematic progression, or it can be called theme and rhyme. Theme and rhyme constitutes the main part of clause because comprehending the thematic progression may help to understand whole clause. Thematic progression contributes to the cohesive development of any text, the distribution of given and new information of which needs to follow certain patterns. Next, reiteration theme. Reiteration patterns appear on a text in which topical theme has a relation to the next clause, and zigzag patterns appear when the theme is derived from the theme of the previous clause. And for the last, multiple theme appear when the theme has one or more elements which are the contribute to other parts of the following clause. Thank you.